Hello everybody, what is up? Prof here. As you can see, today we're going to be doing a review of the Galaxy Buds Pro 4. So these have been some pretty impressive headphones so far. In this review, we're going to be going over basically the fit of them, the sound, the noise canceling, and the call quality, and even also the little button controls they got that are like the little pinch controls. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get to it. Alright, so here we are with the headphones right here, and this is also that, if you guys saw the unboxing, this is that speaking case I put on it. So far, it's definitely been a pretty nice case. It adds a little bit of thickness, but like I said, definitely pretty good protection, but yeah. So these are the headphones right here, and all I gotta say is so far, these have been very impressive. Now, these ones I actually came off of using the Galaxy Buds FE. I've been using this ones, yeah, since it came out, and these were pretty impressive, especially for $99. These worked really good. The bass was nice. The noise canceling was really good, because actually I got these after the Buds Pro 2, and these actually had better noise canceling than the Buds Pro 2 did. And also, as weird as it sounds, I actually prefer the sound on these compared to the Pro 2s, because the Pro 2s, honestly, the bass was not great unless you had noise canceling turned on for some reason, because without that, even on dynamic setting, you still barely had any bass to them. So these already were very impressive, and I also liked these ones because they had the wingtips. So when I was going into the Buds Pro 4, I was a little skeptical because these ones are your standard like little tip right here, and if I can get a good focus, yeah, they basically just slide into your ear like that and kind of hang onto your earlobe. So I was kind of skeptical, but I thought, you know, with all the promotions, it was only $44, so I figured like, all right, you know what, I'll give these a shot. They seem like they should be pretty good, and I was very pleasantly surprised. These have been super comfortable to wear in the ear. Like I said, there's been times when I'm wearing this at work and I kind of forget I'm wearing them just because you can barely feel them in your ear at all. So definitely very impressive. The ambient noise is also very impressive because, yeah, the Galaxy Buds FE did a decent job of it, but these ones, when I turn the ambient noise on so I can hear somebody, it actually it barely feels like I'm even wearing the headphone with how clear and how much audio it lets in. So that has actually been very impressive with these. And also the noise canceling has also been a very, very big part that surprised me, because I was thinking, because the Buds FE kind of locks into your ear real good, so I would expect the noise canceling to be good on those, but these ones kind of normally slide into your ear. But when I turn on the noise canceling, especially at the gym where you got music playing, equipment running, weights going down and everything, this actually pretty much blocks out almost all the noise like in an instant, and it's actually pretty crazy to hear because you go from a very noisy environment to all of a sudden all the noise just kind of being shut out. So the noise canceling has been very impressive on these. And the next part for the sound, like I said, the Buds Pro 2 didn't have great sound unless I turn on noise canceling. These ones with no noise canceling sounds really good. Like I said, it already impressed me right away. I was like, oh, these actually have pretty nice bass with basically on the dynamic equalizer setting. These have been really good and everything, and with the noise canceling turned on, these are even more impressive because basically you already get the quietness around you, but it also increases just a lot of the sound of the headphones. So some of my songs that I've always listened to on my headphones before, also I'm hearing a lot more detail with these. So these have already been impressed me with that feature already, because yeah, like I said, I'm hearing a lot more of the mids, the lows, and of course even the bass is still good, but yeah, like I'm hearing a lot more in details in some of the songs. So these have definitely been very impressive, and like I said, the sound quality in these have been very excellent. So like I said, the fact that I got these for $44 with that pre-order bonus was a very good deal. And like I said, if you haven't picked these up or you're thinking about upgrading from previously Galaxy Buds, these are definitely really good, because yeah, from what I heard, the Pro 3s were decent, but the fit was kind of like not great. But so far these ones fit inside the ears been really good. I've even used these while running on a treadmill, and like the only time I really had to adjust these was when I was starting to sweat more. And then yeah, other than that though, these have surprisingly stayed in my ears really well for working out and all that. And for call quality, these have actually been very impressive, because I've had a time where my wife actually called me while I was at the gym. See, I think I was in one of the other rooms, but there's music going around and everything, and basically to her, my voice sounded super clear, even if I was like in the bathroom talking and stuff, and then they have noise and sinks going off. Basically, it does block out a lot of the noise, and it makes your voice come super clear. So these are definitely really good for phone calls. So that's another feature I was very impressed by. So overall, these have been pretty solid headphones. Also, another cool feature I like is, even on your phone, whenever you go to open the headphones up, you'll see it actually pop up on your screen just like that, and it shows both your earbuds and the case itself. So definitely pretty cool. I actually kind of like that as a feature. As you can see, normally this would have like a translucent top, but this case basically sticks to the top and kind of protects that in case you drop it. It's gonna basically make it so you don't accidentally crack the top or damage the headphones anywhere. Alright, so that's gonna be about it for this video. Like I said, these have definitely been pretty impressive. Like I said, these normally do run about $249, but sometimes during the year, if you wait for certain sales, the price can go down a little bit on these. So like I said, if you have like the Buds FE like I did, or even like the Buds Pro 2 or even the Pro 3 maybe, these are definitely very impressive. Like I said, it has great call quality, noise canceling. The fit, like I said, the fit is the part I was most surprised by, because I was expecting it to be like other previous ones that didn't have the ear tips that would kind of fall out of my ear easily, or I have to keep adjusting throughout the day. Because the Pro 2s were ones where I literally was constantly having to like adjust it, fit it back in. These ones I can put it on at work, go about my day, and barely even have to readjust it. And I also forgot to mention too, the touch controls on these ones are actually pretty cool, because it has a little divot here on the tip, and then when you squeeze it, you'll actually hear a click like you're clicking a button, but it's basically, yeah, it's not a button on here, it's just more pressure sensitive. But it's definitely been pretty cool, because yeah, you can kind of click it, you can hold it to let in the ambient noise, you can double click it to skip a song, and if you basically like brush up on it, you can adjust your volume up and down. So definitely been pretty impressive with these, and like I said, these are definitely, I feel like they're worth it, because yeah, they say they're pro headphones, definitely have very good sound quality. Like I said, lets in a lot of the details of your music, so it's definitely been kind of cool re-listening to my music I already got on my phone and just hearing those extra details and being impressed by it. So all in all, pretty solid pair of headphones. I definitely, if you guys are in the market for a new pair of headphones, I definitely recommend checking these out, because like I said, everything about these have been pretty impressive to me. I was going into these thinking, all right, I don't know if I'm gonna like this as much, but I'll give it a shot. And yeah, all around, all the things I was testing on it, it's impressed me pretty much in every category. So like I said, if you guys have gotten these headphones, let me know what you guys think of them in the comment section below. I'm curious if you guys had any things you didn't like about it, or things you maybe did really like about it that I didn't mention in this video. But also, if you guys are new here, consider subscribing to the channel, because we do reviews, we do unboxings of different anime figures, we do let's plays and all that. So we got a pretty good little variety on the channel, so consider subscribing if that's anything that interests you. But all in all, that's about it for this video. So as always, thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys later.